everyone, it's Holly the Twister Sister back with another free tutorial just for you guys. In this week's video, we're going to learn how to add a little green to our outfits for St. Patrick's Day this year. So this is what I came up with for you guys to learn this week. It's a Lucky Clover hat that has a little leprechaun belt buckle around the base. So at first I didn't know what to make and I was like, I've got to do something for St. Patrick's Day, it's coming up. And so I had just done the clover on the headband, but I just thought it was too easy and kind of plain. So I added the belt buckle and I think that's the perfect little finishing touch. So you're only going to need 3 balloons and a headband to make this design, and it's really quick and easy. For this balloon, you're going to need 2 260s, a green and a black, and then 1 yellow or gold 160. So I like to start off with the green for the clover, and we're going to start off making a small round bubble and turning that into a pinch twist. And then we're going to make 3 loops, and every time you make these loops you want to squeeze your balloon out before you make the loop so that it's nice and soft. So we folded it over and we're going to twist that to make our first loop. Same thing, squeeze your balloon out, then fold it over and twist it, and squeeze again, fold it over and twist it. And try to get your loops about the same size, as close as possible. And then you want to come back on the other side of your loops. So I've got my pinch twist here. We want to make another pinch twist here in the back. So another small round bubble and turn that into a pinch twist. All right. Now, if you're having a little trouble getting your balloons and all your loops to lie flat, check out your clover here. So you might see that there's a gap in between the stem and the first leaf that you made, and that's going to kind of keep everything wobbly. So what you can do is just wrap your stem around that first loop that you made, and that'll really help tighten everything up and hold it all together. Now you want to give your leaves some shape, so I just pull them apart, kind of make like a triangle, and squeeze. Pull it apart, squeeze, pull it apart and squeeze. Okay, so that looks like a nice little 3-leaf clover. Now at this point we're going to come down maybe about 5 or 6 inches, and you should be starting to run out of balloon here. We're going to do 2 small pinch twists as the attachment point for our headband. So 1 and 2. And then the rest of this we're going to get rid of, but you want to cut it all the way down at the very end. Leave yourself a tail, and this is what you're going to attach to the headband. Now my favorite are the 1-inch headbands. If you have 1/2-inch headbands, those will work too, but in my experience the thicker the better, stays on the head better, holds the designs better. So that's what I'll be using, and I'm going to take, it's easier to attach the clover at this point than to try to attach it after you add the belt buckle on. So I'm just going to go ahead and do it now. So you just take your tail underneath your headband and just around 1 pinch twist, just once or twice. You don't need to overdo it. And I like it when they're sitting kind of off to the side instead of straight up on top of your head. Off to the side is just a cuter look. Okay, so if you're doing line work for St. Patrick's Day, done. Just leave it at this. You've got a quick, easy 1 balloon creation that kids and adults are going to want. But if you really want to impress, and of course we all do, right? Then grab yourself a black 260. And we're going to start off this one by making the smallest little loop you possibly can. So tiny, tiny, tiny loop, just enough to be able to feed your knot through the middle of it to secure it. Okay? You're going to squeeze it out a little bit. We're going to place the loop on the side that we want to be the front. Wrap the 260 around the base, and you don't want to wrap this too tight, because if it's too tight you can't see the black sticking out on either side of the belt buckle, and then it just looks like a square. So you want it to be loosely wrapped around the base of this so that you can still see it off the sides once you add the belt buckle. That'll make sense once we do that. Okay, you can get rid of the rest of this, Or I had this other idea. We could continue and make this whole little thing a little hat at the base of the clover, which is something I might experiment with more, but I'm not gonna do that on video because I don't know if it'll look good. So I'm just gonna get rid of the rest of that black balloon and tie it nice and secure here. Straighten everything out. So we've got a little belt around our clover, and now we're gonna make the belt buckle. We're gonna start this off with a small round bubble, grab the knot, and make that a pinch twist. Now if your pinch twist doesn't stay, sometimes it's difficult with the 160s, you can put 2 pinch twists here to start it off if you need to, okay? We're gonna come across, and this is only like barely bigger than the width of my thumb. So you want to make small bubbles. If it's too big, the belt buckle is just going to be overpowering, and that's all you'll see. So small, small. I'm going to do another small round bubble, pinch twist. We're making a square, guys, if you hadn't caught on. So go down another thumb length, and then a small pinch twist. Do another side of our square, another pinch twist. And we need one more side of the square, and then we can connect it into the first pinch twist that we made. Okay, now we can get rid of the rest of this, and I am going to dig out my nozzle here and tie my tail onto my nozzle, and that will help keep it secure. And sometimes these 160s don't stay as easily as the 260s. So we'll just cut off the tails there. So now we just have a nice little square belt buckle, and we're going to thread this little black loop that we made right through there. Now, if it's easier for you to make the belt buckle, like twist it around that loop, you can totally do that too. But it shouldn't be too hard for you to just squeeze it on through there, and then take a look at it and see which side looks best to you. I think it looks fine just like that. And now it looks like your clover has a cute little leprechaun belt on. And this is a hot item. The adults and kids are gonna be asking you for these if you have any St. Patrick's Day events this year. So I hope you guys enjoyed this one. It's cute, fast, and simple, just the way I like them. Oh, I also wanted to show you one more cool thing you can do with this design. So I'm just gonna take this off the headband and see if I can unwrap my tail. Okay, so I've got my tail here that I used to wrap around the headband. I think this would be cute as a centerpiece also. So you can take just a simple quad. I've got 5-inch rounds here, and I'm just gonna take that tail and wrap it down around these rounds. Ta-da! So now you've got a cute little St. Patrick's Day centerpiece that you can use at your house, for your clients, give it to whoever you're doing an event for this weekend. So that's another way to upgrade this easy and simple design. So hope you guys really get a lot of use out of this one this year. I know I enjoyed coming up with it for you. Also, I wanted to let you know Twist and Shout is over, which means I've gotten my stuff back from my vendor table, and we did really well this year. It was great being a vendor at Twist and Shout, even though I personally couldn't be there. But my brand ambassadors did an amazing job, so thank you, ladies. You know who you are. But I wanted to tell you guys we have leftovers. I know several of you have been asking about these stickers and magnets, which I unveiled at Twist and Shout, and they're now available to purchase online right now in my store. So we've got the simple speed twisting pack stickers and magnets, the same thing. And we've also got the Juan pack, Juan number 1. Juan has an amazing tutorial out on how to make all 10 of these really cute, fast characters, and they're simple, but they are just so perfect looking. So we've got them available in sticker packs and magnets. You can use them on your menu board or give them out to kids at the end of your line who didn't get a balloon. Whatever you want to do with them, decorate your floor pumps. The stickers are actually weatherproof, so they can get wet, they can be out in the sun, and they shouldn't fade or peel off or anything like that. So great deal. These, what I have left from Twist and Shout, is available on the website right now. I'm not sure when I'll get more. So if you're looking for these, hurry on over to thetwistersister.com, because when they're gone, they'll be gone for a little while because I don't have materials to make any more right now. Also, I've got a few DVDs left over from Twist and Shout. Some of these are brand new, the Bear Animals and the Super Wearables. I taught these for the first time this year at Florida Super Jam. So if you missed that and you want to get them on physical DVD, this is your chance. Also, the best-selling Princess Blossoms. Y'all can't get enough of these, which is cool because I can't either. I've got just a few of those left. Just a couple of Bear Force videos I have in hand, and some pod bods, which I have not advertised enough, but this design is amazing and it's great for party work. So if you are a person that likes owning physical DVDs instead of the downloads, these are going to be available on the website for a much better deal than you'll find them anywhere else. They're gonna be cheaper than the online downloads. So if you're looking for one of these, now's the time to get them. When they're gone, they'll be gone until the next convention. So hurry on over if you were interested in owning any of these, okay? So that's it for my advertising spiel. As always, you can get the shirts and everything else over at thetwistersister.com. Thank you guys so much for sticking with me to the end of this video, and I look forward to seeing you in next week's free balloon animal tutorial. Bye!